The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Trader's Edge with Steve Rhodes. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The Trader's Edge. Now, Steve Rhodes.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to the December 12th, the terrific Thursday edition of today's Trader's Edge Show. I'm your host, Stevie Perseverance Rhodes, who absolutely knows that each of us should always be pioneers of our future versus prisoners of our past. Hope everyone out there is having a great day, and let's make sure we have an extraordinary one. Now, the easiest way to do that, well, it's to always remember that life is happening for us, not to us. That's right. When you and I make that one little 2x4 shift, well, we can find the gift in every set of circumstance that life is going to toss at us. Now, today, you and I, we're going to go check on the circumstance of these markets. We'll go figure out what those bulls and bears, what those buyers and sellers are communicating to you and I at just past 11 o'clock in the morning. I do want you to know that I'm absolutely grateful for your presence here. But even more important than that, and that's this, during this next 53 minutes, I'm here to serve you. So feel free to give us send me an email. Send it off to Steve at TFNN.com. Inside that subject heading, please put radio show question. Of course, if you're inside the Tiger's Den, well, then any and every ping will do. So let's go ahead and get this show started on Terrific Thursday. Of course, this is Tiger Financial News Network. I'm Steve Rhodes. Welcome to the show. Well, we begin our day with a sea of red. If you look at that left-hand panel, upper left-hand side, everything is red with the exception of natural gas, which is up in nickel. Dow is down 13 points, flat, 6 points for the S&P, 63 points for the NASDAQ. Russell's off 12, Tranny's down 47, Semi's off 46, NASDAQ Composite down 24. Gold, $50, 1 8/10% to the downside. Silver's off $1.28. That's 31.68 the print. We got light sweet crude is off $1, 69.21 is what she's printed. Natural gas is up. Nickel, as I mentioned, 342 is the print. 30-year Treasury down 11 ticks right now, 117.26, 127.26, and the 10-year note basically flat at 110.21. Now our leaders in the clubhouse to the upside, led by Sienna Corp, up almost $11. About 15%. Spotify, almost 10, almost 2%. Constellation Energy, almost 10, 4% there. Destiny Tech 100, up $9. That's a 13.5% move. And Nice Limited, up about $9, almost 5% there. Shakers to the downside, led by Adobe, off $71, nearly 13%. Keros Therapeutics, $51, 74%. Yikes. Nordson Corp, $21, 8%. Monolithic Power Systems, $21, nearly 4%. Regenerant Pharmaceuticals, a $16 move, 2% there. So Restoration Hardware's also off 15, nearly 4% to the downside. So we got movers and we've got shakers. Let's go take a look at begin our day. Take a look at the New York Stock Exchange. The advanced decline oscillator certainly below zero and headed lower out there. This tells us that the sellers are the ones in control, generally speaking, out there. The shift on that is the spot fix index, which is still trading well below its 50-day exponential moving average. The 50-day is at 1596. We're printing right now at 1343. That typically provides buyers with an edge out there. So those two signals are neutralized. What else can we look at here? Well, we had the perigee pivot point come in at 8:22 a.m. this morning. Perigee is when the when the moon is closest closest to Earth during the current lunar cycle out there. What we do is we do identify exactly at that point in time what different future contracts are trading at. Right now, you've got the ES mini above that perigee pivot at 60.8275. The NQ is above its pivot point at 21.715. When you are above these levels out here, it is at least short-term bullish. The Dow Equity Future contract is trading about 44.186. So all three of the equity markets are suggesting to you and I, just based upon the perigee pivot point, to anticipate a further rally. We're going to go take a look at the technical patterns, see if they are confirming that. In the case of Goldilocks, gold is below its perigee pivot point at 27.37 even Steven. Silver's at 32.77. So we're trading below those. Those are short-term bearish, but we're going to go take a look at their charts to see if they've got any bottoming signals. 30-year Treasury, 117.23 is the number to note there. Light sweet crude, this is going to change. This is the January contract. That's at 70.30 right now. Natural gas at 3.32. And the U.S. dollar, it's at 106.41. Anything else on this set of charts out here that we should take a look at? Nothing that comes to mind. So that says, let's go take a look at what's going on the other charts out here, Stevie's white background charts. And in a moment, I'm going to switch over there. I just want to get things set up. Okay, we're set up now. We're going to begin our day with taking a look at the NASDAQ 100 out there. And the reason that we're beginning our day with it is because it negated its topping pattern yesterday. For the NQ, for the NDX 100, it was a sell the D point top. Actually, in the NQ was a wave 7 top, letter G, so that got negated. It was a sell the D point top in the NDX. It was a sell the D point top inside of the Qs as well. All those were negated out there. And that suggests that we should continue to move higher. Now, we take a look at the daily time frame for the NQ. We are trading above the top of its daily profile. A second close about 21,706 puts this into all-out breakout mode out there without any kind of topping pattern on the daily time frame other than the A to B equals CD pattern. It's not shown here, but it is out there. And if you were to see a bearish reversal candle, that would then identify the next sell the D point top out there. We don't have that in place out here. The cautiousness in this set of charts out here is shown on the very right-hand panel. That is the equal-weighted ETF for the NASDAQ 100. What you and I know is the top 8 instruments for the NASDAQ 100 represent just under 50% of its total weighting. So that's just 8 instruments, all right? So then you've got another 92-plus instruments that are making up the other portion of that. That's really reflective in the QQEW. The QQEW is the equal weight. We are not at all-time highs. We did not close at all-time high yesterday. In fact, we are still below a key. It still has a T9 count top, and it is below resistance at 132.74. So just simply that chart suggests caution, but the other charts need to confirm some type of topping signals. We don't have those at this moment in time. All right, I'm going to close out this chart, and we'll try to do the same. We will do the same thing. We'll go take a look at the what I didn't do is I didn't go to the intraday charts. So let me do that. Let me switch over there. This will be for the NQ, just staying with the theme of the NQ, right? We talked about how it looked like our price was above that Perigee pivot point, which was 21,715. And if we look to where do we have a bottom pattern? Is there a bottoming pattern that sticks out to you right now? And the answer would be yes. Or there's really two that would stick out to you. One would be the TD9 count top. So what I'm most interested in is the TD9 count top on the 60-minute time frame chart that confirmed at 11 will complete at noon. Now, what you need to see here in order for price to tell you that it really wants to move higher is a close of 21. Let me just open up the chart here. 21,720. Come on, open sesame. 21,770, 75 out there. That is its TD9 count breakdown level. If price can take that out, the NQ should rally further. You may have seen the other TD9 count bottom. That was on the 5-hour chart. That came in about 5 o'clock on the 10th, so 2 days ago. And that led to a Rhodes Momentum Indicator top out there, with price trading with inside its bearish structured profile. So for it, a close above 21,820 would say we're off to the races out there. So watch that 16-minute time frame chart for the NQ. That's the driver. That's the one that's giving you the best signal at this moment in time. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. Let's go review a couple of requests that have come in. RGLD, MSTR, SMCI, QUBT. We'll be right back. And natural gas as well.
If you're looking for potential trading setups in the stock market, then Rocket Equities and Options Report is a newsletter you should try. Tommy O'Brien delivers options and equity trades when the markets present them using a combination of fundamentals and technicals. Sign up for Rocket Equities and Options Report today with a 30-day money-back guarantee so you have nothing to risk. For all the details and to start your subscription today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the Opening Call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
Steve Rhodes started his trading career as a student almost 20 years ago, and the student has now become the master. Steve won the prestigious Timer of the Year award in 2018 and barely missed that mark again in 2019, finishing at number 2 for the year. An amazing accomplishment. Steve Rhodes is committed to sharing his techniques and knowledge with anyone who wants to learn, and he shares his vast amount of trading knowledge every day in his Mastering Probability newsletter. Steve's award-winning newsletter, Mastering Probability, is delivered every trading day with updates throughout the afternoon. Sign up for Steve's market newsletter, Mastering Probability, and you'll receive access to 7 of Steve's educational webinars absolutely free. At TFNN, all our newsletters come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have absolutely nothing to worry about. Visit TFNN.com and try Mastering Probability 30 days risk-free today. TFNN, educating investors.
TFNN has launched The Tiger's Den. Hosted at Discord, TFNN has been educating traders for more than 20 years with live programming hosted by a variety of professional traders during market hours. The Tiger's Den, available to all tigers and tigresses for just $1 for the year. There's no catch or added costs when you join our community of traders. Sign up today and become a part of this educational community of traders. Just visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. S&P Dave wants to start off the day with looking at RGLD, as well as a review of gold out there. So let's go take a look at RGLD. We'll start with that first. Number one, Royal Gold confirmed an A to B equals CD pattern on the upside yesterday, I believe. The volume yesterday, as it was passing the B point, was 493,000 shares. The B point had 394. Your 1-to-1 A to B equals CD is going to take you up. We're already inside it. That TD9 count top that formed out here on October the 24th out there. The 1-to-1 A to B equals CD is above that high. You can see that price is trading along the inside left of that C to D leg. That suggests that this should do more than a 1-to-1 A to B equals CD. It looks like that retracement on B to C is less than a 0.618 retracement as well. So that added to the cards all looks good. You've got an inside bar today. An inside bar today says that price continues its direction. Well, that direction yesterday is to the upside. Our GLD from a weekly standpoint is trading above its green oscillator and change line. That is a bullish outcome, so it's going to target that high as well. Monthly basis out here, you're at bar number 8 right now. That's not really an issue. It only becomes an issue if we start taking out the highs out here from October 2024 at 155.10. But right now, our GLD looks pretty good. You've got that confirmed A to B equals CD to the upside. It's held up fairly well. I mean, it's had a nice pullback today, but had one heck of a nice rally yesterday that really confirmed that A to B equals CD pattern. Gold did as well. In fact, if we just do GLD. And I'll switch back over and we'll go take a gold itself because we want to go see if we can identify any kind of a bottom pattern out there. But if I do the GLD, which each of you can do at home as well, we were talking about the A to B equals CD pattern that formed yesterday inside of our GLD. Well, if you take a look at the GLD, the B point that was taken out yesterday had volume. That's up from November 22nd, 7.5 million shares. Yesterday closed above with 11 million shares. The GLD has a confirmed A to B equals CD pattern to the upside. That is still in place out there, even with today's pullback out there. Where we did run into some resistance out here was on the weekly time frame up at its oscillator and change line at that 251 level. Look, there is still reason to be cautious, but you got to have a confirmed A to B equals CD pattern to the upside on the daily. The cautiousness comes from the weekly and the monthly. The weekly's got a TD9 count. The monthly's got a Rhodes momentum indicator topping signal out there. Let's go see if we can. Well, I know we can. I just have to. Did I open it up? Is my question though. So give me a moment here. I thought that I did, and Stevie did. Perfect. So now we take a look at the set of multi-time frame charts. What we're looking for is any kind of a bottom signal. I'll start with a 60-minute. You're in bar number 8 right now. You still have to tick below the low of the day for any kind of TD9 count bottom pattern to potentially form out there. The low of the day so far, 26.9670. We are in bar number 8 on a 2-hour time frame chart. This bar completes at 12 noon. Bar number 9 will complete at 2 p.m. So it's got the potential for a bottom to come in between now and the end of the trading session today. On a 240-minute basis, we are testing profile support. Right now, that profile support is at 2706.40. 27.1090 is the 5-hour time frame chart. And we do not, let me just see here. If we open up a 30-minute time frame chart, well, as a matter of fact, Stevie could draw in an A to B equals CD pattern to the downside. So we are at easily the 1 to 2. Maybe it's, well, let me just do this off 30-minute chart. Let me do this off screen. I want to get a feel for where we're actually at. That's not it. What is that, Stevie? Just do it here. Got the gold contract. We are in GF25. You give me a moment here. I'm just trying to see where that A to B equals C. So I know the expansion of the last set of swing points were at about 1.4, 140% there. But I just want to take a look at this. Is that the, make that the B point, A, B. Just making sure we had enough of a retracement. And the answer is, gosh, I'm sorry, I'm even struggling to read this. Oh my God, it didn't give me the number. Are you kidding me? I'm going to go with the answer is yes. We are at basically a 1 to 3. 1 to 3.618, A to B equals CD pattern. That's the expansion that we've had thus far out here. No other bottom signal. So what you're looking for on a 30-minute basis would be some type of bullish reversal candle to suggest that we are likely to head higher. Let me take that 30-minute chart. I'll switch it back. Let's just go let's dive down on some shorter time frames, such as a 15-minute. Let's see what's going on the 15-minute. Rhodes momentum indicator signal waiting for a bullish reversal candle. Let's do Tom's favorite, which is the 10-minute time frame chart out there. On a 10-minute basis, as this populates, we have a confirmed Rhodes momentum indicator bottom. Now, disregard the oscillator and change line. That's up to 30. That's a 30-minute oscillator and change line. Here's the battles to the upside inside of Goldilocks. 2708. You get above there, then you're going to go tackle the sell zone, 2714 to 2717 out there. So I'm just going to switch this back to the 30-minute chart out there. And again, GLD, the gold contract, they all have confirmed A to B equals CD patterns to the upside. Those only get negated if you close below the B point, which has got a ways to go out there. Gold could be, for its daily time frame, could be targeting its oscillator and change line at 26.90.20 out there. So that's what's going on, Dave, with regard to our GLD, with regard to gold, with regard to the GLD. Hope that helped you out. As always, thanks so much for your request. The next request coming in from David in Panama City. And David is asking the question about, give me a moment here. First, let me get to the charts. I forgot what you were asking about, but I'll remember here momentarily. You were asking about MSTR. So we take a look at MSTR. Right now, what we can see is that this is trading at 405. And the specific question, and I want you to answer this too before I answer it. That means I'm just going to give a slight pause here. David's question is this. Is there any reasons that price doesn't take out the swing high from this date right here? The swing high is looking at is December the 5th. I'm going to ask you the question again. This is December the 5th out here. The swing high is up at the 4. The actual high out there is at 444.94. And David wants to know, is there anything, David, Panama City, is there anything getting in the way from that unfolding? And as you look at that daily time frame chart, you know your answer is absolutely yes, Stevie. It's really clear. It's really clear cut. And that is at that next resistance level. And that's really what David is asking about, is at 419 and change. The reason I say change because it's the green oscillator and change line. And as long as price remains below that, that acts as resistance. On the other hand, David, if price is able to close above that level, again, 419 and change, right now it says 32 on my screen, then that would suggest, then that would turn it into a bullish mode out there. And it's still bullish, but it's dealing with resistance. And that could get in the way of that move out there. But if it closes above that, then it should go tackle it. I don't know if it does it by the time your options expire, though. That's the issue out there. Let's just take a look at the rest of the two charts out here, the weekly and the monthly. The weekly's got a TD9 count top with price trading with inside its bearish structured profile. You really want to see this hold 330.81. And on a monthly time frame, you do not have any kind of a top out there. So that's what's going on with MSTR, MicroStrategy. And on a short-term basis, actually, let's just do this here. The short-term basis, just because it popped up in front of my face out there, was a 65-minute time frame. So we like to use equally timed bars out there. Otherwise, you're not comparing apples to apples. You're comparing apples to applesauce or something. If we take a look at, so there are, in a 390-minute day, how many is that? 65-minute bars out there. You go calculate it. It's probably like 7, something along those rounds. So we're looking at equally weighted bars. TD9 count top is what you're dealing with now, David. So what you want to watch here is the support level, which is the bottom of its profile, 391.41. As well, you'd love to see a crack at close above 415.80. That would be the TD9 count pattern, and that would get negated. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be right back. We'll take a look at SMCI for Joe, QUBT for Duncan Steve, LAES for the Den, and Natural Gas for Ron, and NVIDIA for Stash. We'll be right back.
Building wealth trading in the stock market seems impossible to most people. They think it's too volatile and risky. Most people aren't going to take the time to educate themselves on how to do it right. But you're not most people, are you? At TFNN, you'll get the guidance you need to refine your strategies and techniques to invest like a pro. Because you'll be a pro. All TFNN subscriptions, books, software, and courses are available at TFNN.com. And I'm even going to tell you how to get them for less. Use TFNN's Tiger Dollars and you'll get up to a 20% bonus on your purchase. And once you apply them to your account, Tiger Dollars are automatically used for all future or recurring charges. Tiger Dollars also never expire, are fully transferable, and are a great way to add savings to your newsletters or services. Become the investor you were born to be at TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento, a pro's pro with over 50 years of experience. Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
The consistency you're looking for is closer than you think. 1 or 2 adjustments are usually all you need to change your equity curve from red to green and keep it there. Come join Larry Pesavento live to learn what separates the winners from the losers. Join Larry Pesavento on the 2nd and 4th Friday of every month for 3 hours of live trading from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Time, where Larry will show you the market setting up and, most important of all, the state of mind of a winning trader. By watching Larry trade, you'll learn the Fibonacci levels, you'll learn how to apply A to B to C to D trading patterns, you'll learn trade management, pattern recognition, and much more. Join Larry October 11th and 25th for more live trading action. Your purchase goes towards 2 sessions, so make sure to sign up now so you don't miss a chance to sit next to Larry as he trades the market live. For all information and to reserve your spot today, go to the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
This portion of the Trader's Edge is brought to you by Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the direction. Visit Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Welcome back, folks. We're going to go take a look at SMCI. This is for Joe. His question specifically is, what's the next directional move out here? So let's see if we can help him with that. We're going to start by looking at the monthly time frame chart. So on a monthly basis, you've got a Rhodes momentum indicator top. But what we have going on as we speak right now, this is the first month where we have a higher low since that top came in, and we're actually trading almost above the high from last month. Last month's high was 39.23. We're at 38.04. This is a somewhat bullish message out there. So that's the first place that we'll start. No bottom pattern, but we're still also we can learn a great deal of information just simply by looking at the candles and what they're communicating to us. On a weekly time frame, it has a confirmed buy the D point pattern. That was confirmed the week of November 22nd out there when it formed that bull sash candle. Price above its oscillator and change line. This week we've actually pulled back, tested, and so far rejected it. What you'd like to see on a weekly basis, Joe, is for price to remain above the weekly oscillator and change line, currently printed at 36.34. If we look at a daily time frame, a beautiful Rhodes momentum indicator bottom pattern that was confirmed with this gap to the upside on November 18th. I do not have a topping signal. I've got wave number 4. That's letter D out there, and as Basil has taught us, once you do that, a market usually does something else. Well, that is proven to be the case here, and that something else has now pulled back to test and reject that green oscillator and change line, which was yesterday. Now, a day of yesterday is different with regard to the oscillator and change line. I often refer to them as red and green. Red tells us the price oscillator is below zero, somewhat of a bearish condition. Green, the price oscillator is above zero, a bullish condition. Then what we do is we have price either below or above those levels out there. If price is above a green oscillator and change line, it is a very bullish condition. And if it tells us we have a rising price oscillator above zero. The opposite would be in effect out here. When that line changes colors, that's when really the tests of that line become really important, because they do deliver a message to us, Joe. And at this stage here, yesterday was a test and rejection of that oscillator and change line, and that was a bullish message. As long as price remains above it, and I don't mean intraday, I mean at end of day, and right now that number is 37.04. As price moves up or down, that number is going to move up by a penny or two in either direction. But here on the daily time frame, this is not giving you any kind of a reason. You're in this long position, I believe. I think you've got some nice profits in it or what have you. You're trying to figure out, should you stay or should you go? The weekly chart says stay. The daily chart says stay. The monthly chart says that's certainly not saying go out here. And now we get into those intraday charts, okay? So the intraday charts are suggesting that maybe the daily time frame is going to go retest that 37.04 level, that green oscillator and change line. The reason I say that is we are trading below profile support on a 195-minute chart. There are two 195-minute bars in a day, and we've also run into resistance at that oscillator and change line. It says caution, Joe. We've got a TD9 count top on the 130-minute time frame chart, also trading below profile and oscillator and change line support out there. So that says, or unless there's a new profile. There is. So there's a new profile that's just formed out here. It's forming as we speak. 37.13 is support, 39.24 is resistance. The 65-minute time frame chart, oscillator and change line acting as resistance. 30-minute time frame chart, price finding resistance at the top of its profile, 38.88. So the shorter term time frame charts aren't really beautiful out there with regard to the move higher. You're wondering, what's its next direction out there. But the daily still says, so if we just take care of the noise, the daily still says higher, the weekly says higher, but you've got to watch those key levels of support. And again, just to repeat those, 37.05 or so on the daily, and on the weekly right now it's at 36.34. But because you're interested, should you take some profits, there is nothing ever wrong with taking profits. Never anything wrong with doing that. So I just throw that out there. But that was the full review of SMCI. I know that is on your mind, and I just wanted to give you the full kit and caboodle out there, and that's what we've done. Let's go take a QUBT. This will be for Duncan Steve. If you give me a moment, we'll get to those charts out there. I believe that is number 3. Is it? It is. We take a QUBT. I don't even know what this is, but we're going to find out here momentarily. QUBT, Qubit or something like that? What is it? Quantum computing. Not even close, Steve-O. So in the case of quantum computing, Dunk, What we've got here is a daily Rhodes Momentum Indicator top. That was confirmed with this bearish engulfing candle back here on December the 9th. And now what you just simply have is nothing more than and nothing less than a consolidation with inside its daily profile. That daily profile has got support at 589, resistance at 811. If we take a look at the pulse of its markets, consecutive days higher and lower, we can see that yesterday was the first day to the downside that we've seen since, and we've had single days to the downside, but yesterday was the first day of the downside. Maybe we get a second day to the downside today. If we do, that could be simply signaling to us that it's ready to then start making its move to the upside. I offer caution here because if QUBT does start trading below 589, you'll have a profile change in trend on top of the Rhodes Momentum Indicator top, and that would suggest we head lower. Now, your next question would be lower to where? What I would be looking at would be the weekly time frame chart. And that weekly time frame chart shows potential support at $4 and change. That is its current oscillator and change line. We do not have any kind of a topping pattern here on QUBT for its weekly time frame. But nonetheless, it will, if the daily level of support breaks, then QUBT will be signaling to us to move towards 413. Monthly time frame, not much there. If we take a quick peek here, see what's going on intraday, QUBT on a 30-minute time frame chart is not giving us a whole lot of information out there. Let me see if we've got anything on a 15-minute chart out here, if there's any info there. TD9 count bottom. Perfect. So here you got a TD9 count bottom. You've got a sell the D point top with this 3-river evening star. Prices pulled back to test support. You're consolidating with inside the profile. In order for this to really get on its way to the upside from a 30 or 15-minute time frame, you need to see a close above the close at the high at 1045, which is $7.10 out there. So that's what we've got going. We take a look at quantum computing out there. I do hope that helps you out. And as always, thanks so much for your requests. The entire den, according to Duncan Steve, would like to take a look at LAES. That's good enough for me. And if we take a look at LAES, we've got this trading right now at a $1.64. So this is Seal Square Corp out here. And we've had two nice gaps to the upside out here. Where's this headed to? That's really a great question. That is a terrific question, and I don't know if Stevie can answer it. So where are we headed to? So what I would have to do, I'm just pull us back just a tad out here. That was a nice pullback, Stevie. So here's what I would be looking at. Wow, I pulled it back a bit too far. Okay. So right now, if we take a look at where we're trading, I've got my crosshair really at the high of the day. What is that trading into? We've cleared swing points. We cleared a TD9 count top from August 27th. This is the daily time frame chart out there. And so what we're trading into, what it would appear that we are headed towards, would be this swing point out here from the trading session of March 12, 2024. That swing point had volume of 1.8 million shares. We're up today, as an example, with 179 million shares. Holy shnikes. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be right back.
If you spend any time online researching trading techniques on how to begin your trading journey, you've no doubt come across many folks who push Forex trading as a way to make big money quickly. Unfortunately, there are equally as many stories of these so-called Forex professionals just looking to make a quick buck off aspiring traders without actually teaching the ins and outs of the Forex market. This is what sets Teddy Keckstack's The Tiger Forex Report off the riffraff. Every Monday, former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member and author Teddy Keckstack releases his Tiger Forex Report newsletter, where he dives into the complex world of Forex and takes time to actually teach you his methods that have made him so successful in the fast-paced and rewarding world of Forex trading. Furthermore, all subscribers receive access to archived live streams of Teddy's, where he provides university-level education to help you in Forex trading. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So what are you waiting for? Forex awaits.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento, a pros pro with over 50 years of experience. Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
For traders who crave risk, Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs provide opportunities to magnify short-term perspectives with up to 3 times a daily leverage, utilize bull and bear funds from both sides of the trade, and trade through rapidly changing markets. These are highly leveraged ETFs with daily resetting designed for short-term trading, not long-term investing. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the Direxion. For up-to-date pricing and performance, go to Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
This program is brought to you by Vista Gold, traded on the NYSE American and TSX under the symbol VGZ.
Welcome back, folks. So LAES is quite a rocket ship out here. So it should go target that swing point, should have no problem targeting that swing point. That's between the range from, that's on March 12, 2024. That's between the range of 209 to 238 out there. Here's what I would notice. If we take a look at the pulse, the cadence of this chart, that's the bottom panel. It's measuring the consecutive days higher and lower. You can see here we're looking at consecutive days higher. It has not exceeded 3 days higher, quite frankly, going back a full year out there, going back for all of 2024. So we are in day number 3 right now. It's a rocket ship. If you're looking to buy this, let's just say odds would favor that you're going to start to see a pullback of maybe 1 to 2 to 3 days that begins sometime tomorrow. Doesn't mean that's going to happen, but that just simply has been its pulse, so to speak. So keep an eye on that. We have a request to go take a look at natural gas. And this was for Ron inside the Tiger's Den. He's going to listen to this on the replay. So Ron, on the replay, there's really 2 different sets of profiles. I wish there wasn't, but there is. There's nothing Stevie can do about it. If we were to take a look at the sets of profiles on the black background chart, what price was dealing with right now is at 337. You can see that the top of the profile out here, or the center of the profile. Now, so the difference is that this shows that this is a bullish structured profile. And the black background charts don't show that. They show an equally balanced profile. So I'm going to just simply go with the white background charts right now, Ron. As long as price remains above $3.37, it's going to go back up to its sell the D point top out there, which is at the 3.639 level. You also have a TD9 breakdown resistance level just above that at 3.656. That's what the daily chart is suggesting for natural gas. Weekly chart, we're trading up profile resistance. The monthly chart suggests a run up for that 362 level. So that's where we take a look at. We take a look at natural gas, and best of luck to you there. We're going to go take a look at NVIDIA for stash, and NVIDIA right now is trading out at 136.51, and what it's doing is trading with inside its daily profile. So stash, the support zone, this is a buy zone. It is a bullish structured profile. What I mean by that is the center of the profile, which is equally weighted between bulls and bears, is trading closer to the bottom, where it's just buyers, than it is to the top. And that sets up that buy zone. The buy zone is between 133.91 and 140.24, and that's where you're printing at today. With regard to signals out there. There's nothing else I've really got for the daily time frame. On a weekly basis, you do have a TD9 count top, but price that signal is somewhat neutralized. That's neutral to bearish. Neutralized because what price did was it got down and tested support 2 weeks ago, which was the top of the profile. 131.60 is a really important, and you're looking for the long-term view. So we've gone from the daily, kind of the noise. Now we're moving to the weekly, okay, giving a fairly good intermediate term chart out there that's somewhat neutral. Now to the long term. You got a TD9 count top that is in place out there. But price here, even with the TD9 count top, found support at its green oscillator and change line. We discussed the green oscillator and change line maybe about 20 minutes ago out there, and so we know that is a bullish signal. Overall, on a monthly basis, it's neutral. But look, you'd prefer this to be something other than neutral, and to do that, you need to see NVIDIA close above the high from the week of, or the month of June of 2024. And that number is 140.76. If you see that out there, it's then off to the races to the upside. So consolidation on the daily, a topping pattern on the weekly with price finding support at 131.60. The move to the downside could be over. That is the view of what the charts are communicating to you and I, Stash. Hope that helps you out. Dan was kind enough to write in and ask if we could go take a look at Nike, NKE, obviously the ticker symbol there. And Nike today is trading above the top of its daily profile. Looks to Stevie like this is attempting to form an A to B equals CD pattern to the upside. Now, will it do that or not? Well, in order to do that, it's got to take out this bearish shooting star candle, the high of that from December the 6th, the high being 81.76. We're trading into that swing point right now. We've traded into it. We're trading just below it right now, but we traded into it. So that had 13 million shares. Today, we're up with 2.2 million shares. 2 hours of trading, that's about a 7 million share day. Again, that's going into 13 million shares out there. Nonetheless, if price can close above 78.84, that would be a positive. It's already a positive because we have a profile change in trend going on out there. If we look at the weekly time frame chart, the weekly time frame chart says, oh, here's the booger. And the booger is the bottom of that bullish structure daily profile, because the sell zone for Nike is between the bottom of that profile at 79.52 and 82.29. That's where price would find resistance. On a weekly basis, this move is only a counter trend move. So I would say it is the weekly chart, Dan, that is controlling things, not really the daily time frame. So you've got to keep pace. Now, to the downside, with regard to the weekly chart, it's 76.07-ish that you're watching. That's that oscillator and change line. Finally, we take a look at Nike. Nike has basically been below its oscillator and change line since February of 2023. How about that? We did have 1 month that was above it. That was a one-hit wonder. That was the month of April of 2023. So the number, the key level for Nike, let's say from a longer-term standpoint to say we're headed north, you've got to close above that oscillator and change line. That current print is 83.63. That's what I see when I take a look at Nike. Hope that helped you out, Dan. Let's go take an SRE for Mimi. And Mimi would like to, do we have it up? We do. Mimi's looking for a buy point. Folks, look at the daily time frame chart. Tell me where the buy point is. It's really right here, right now, Mimi. Yesterday was the completion of a daily TD9 count bottom pattern out there. What should unfold is price should rally up towards resistance. Resistance is going to be the bottom of that daily profile at 91.35. On a weekly time frame, I do not have a topping pattern, but we do have price that has pulled back and tested the top of its daily profile. As long as price remains above 87.94, that's the level of support so far that is held. That adds to your daily TD9 count pattern out there. And then finally, when we get to the monthly basis, if we did get a bearish reversal candle at month's end, no idea whether we will, you would then generate a Rhodes momentum indicator top out there. But this is suggesting right here, right now, that SRE bottomed yesterday, should at least rally up towards that 91.35. Of course, if price were to close below yesterday's low, Mimi, and yesterday's low is 87.10, you would not want to be in a long position, because that would suggest, well, could suggest a number of things, but I would say on a daily basis it suggests retesting 80.23. That is not the message we have right now. So I hope that helps you out. You also want to take a long position inside of Disney. Can we get so lucky to get 2 TD9 count bottoms? Nope, we're not that lucky. Disney on a daily time frame. Rhodes momentum indicator top consolidates with inside its profiles. The profile levels are, from a support standpoint, 114.61, resistance up at 117.62. The weekly time frame, beautiful rally inside of Apple, ran right up into resistance at the 116.94 area. That's its TD9 count breakdown level. We're trading below that. Watch the support area on the daily time frame. Do I have an entry point for you now? I do not. Could it be right here, right now? It could, because of the daily time frame chart out there. There's nothing to assist us on the monthly time frame as I see it right now. You'd like to see then some kind of intraday bottom out here for Disney. And on a 15-minute basis, what did we have? We had a Rhodes momentum indicator bottom pattern that formed at 1:30. That was 2 days ago. Let's check something other than a 15-minute. Let's go to the 30-minute, see what we have out here for Disney. We're looking for bottoms, Rhodes momentum indicator. So Disney could be a buy, really, if you were able to close above 114.95. That's the 30-minute TD9 count breakdown resistance. That would at least suggest that we would rally further, and its target would be 117.18. So, Mimi, I hope that helped you out with regard to Disney and SRE. SRE, definitely a buy signal. Disney, it takes a lot of gyrations to figure out whether now is the time to enter or not. We come back from this breakout here. I think we're going to finish out the show looking at the GDX for Angelo. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be right back.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento, a pros pro with over 50 years of experience. Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
Are you ready to take charge of your financial future? TFNN is your gateway to the world of trading and investing. Whether you're starting out or scaling up, TFNN empowers traders and investors of all skill levels with top-notch investing systems, strategies, and techniques. It's time to protect and grow your money with insight you can trust. Join us live Monday through Friday during market hours for exclusive content that moves with the markets. At TFNN, we bring the trading floor to you. Our seasoned hosts are here to answer your calls and questions live on the air. Check out the Tiger's Den for just $1 and follow us on YouTube and become part of our vibrant community. And remember, at TFNN, we're so confident in the value we provide that we offer a 30-day money-back guarantee on all new premium newsletter subscriptions and services. You have absolutely nothing to risk, so why wait? Tune in live to Tiger TV and transform your trading journey, because when you know better, you invest better. Join us and experience the difference today. TFNN, educating investors.
Welcome back, folks. Two requests to fill in this next 2 minutes here, GDX and Lululemon. We're looking at GDX right now, which yesterday went ahead and confirmed an A to B equals CD pattern to the upside, Angelo. You had a swing point out here from November 22nd, 19.6 million shares was passed yesterday with 21.1 million shares. That A to B equals CD has a price target of in the $40 area out there, likely higher because this is less than a 0.618 retracement on that B to C leg out there. Okay, so we've got that in place. We're pulling back with fairly decent volume. Yesterday we were up with 21. In the first 2.5 hours, we're back with about 7 million shares out there, so kind of similar-ish type volume out there. The A to B equals CD pattern remains in effect unless price closes below the low of December 2nd. The issue that the GDX is having is very clear on the weekly chart is the sell zone. And that sell zone right now exists between 38.14 and 38.75, Angelo. A close above 38.75 would be bullish, but you'd still have that oscillator and change line to deal with, and that's currently printed at 39.63. The monthly time frame chart remains with a sell to D point top. That formed out here between the 3-month period of September, October, and November. It generated that three-river evening star candle. It created a bearish engulfing candle in December of 2024. But its work to the downside could be over because price did find support at its oscillator and change line and the center of its bullish structured profile. 40.47, by the way, is the resistance level. So if that A to B equals CD pattern gets going, basically the price target is going to be about the 40.47-ish area. But first, though, what the GDX really needs to do is clear through that 38.75 level out there. Lastly, we'll take a look at Lululemon for ELO and the Tiger's Den. We take a look at Lululemon. It formed a TD9 count top on the trading day of December the 6th. That high, which is critical, is 409.70. You need to close above that in order to negate that signal. What should happen with Lululemon is price should pull back to test that green oscillator and change line to 377. You'll see a new profile below price. That is a bullish message. On a weekly time frame chart, you have a negated TD9 count top, and over time, intermediate term time period, Lululemon wants to go target 493.49. And if we look at the monthly time frame chart out here, what we can see is price. We have a profile change in trend likely to form in the month of December out there because we're trading about 350, 348. This suggests move to 467. We got it all in, folks. Have a terrific Thursday. I'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow on Fantastic Friday. Take care. Be safe out there.